Around Facebook, you know me, Martin Morris. If you don't know me, 53, 26 years in sales. I'm a salesman by trade, but also have an engineering degree, MBA degree. Used to be a failed investor in duplexes in Yucca Valley. A failed investor in 385 East 116th Place. So right now I'm investing a couple of $1,000s in Grant Cardone's. Just investing a whole bunch of money in some multi-million-dollar apartment investments in Florida, because one thing I do know, people are leaving California and New York, and they're going to go to places where they have less taxes, and when the people get there who have money, they're going to push up the prices. So this is my way to make a score here and in Texas. Texas is going to become more like California soon. So that's what I'm doing. So sometimes you guys have been reading some of my articles, how I talk about how I'm going broke with Grant Cardone. I'm going broke because I'm not putting my money in the cars and the dogs right now. Getting close, looking for a place to rent, investing more in my health, getting personal trainers. Because I think right now, stock market dropped 1% yesterday. I don't know what it did today. Because right now, the problem you have, I don't want to give you like an economic lessons, but right now, there's just no supply, but you have a lot of demand. And on top of that, you have the money from people who got checks from COVID, people who just have money from the federal government with all these stimulus projects. You got a whole bunch of money out there, but you got limited product. That just pushes up the prices. So if you try to get a house, you don't want a house no way, man. Unless you go get a house in Beverly Hills, or I mean, you really got to get a house in a nice place. Otherwise, you get you a condo. I may do that. Try to get a house by the beach, but why don't I just try to bring in that cash? See the sun setting. The sun setting on a lot of people, man. Maybe I'll find a way to bring in some cash flow. So at least I want to buy a car. Hey, at least I'm not paying for that money. But that's what's so hard with interest being at 1.6%. So that's why you always hear me with my shirt. Cash flow is my discount. So if you got cash flow coming in, you got to worry about putting your number into the Chevron 310-254-7236, 213-755-8265. You don't have to worry about putting your numbers in, going to Safeway and Audi's. Don't go to Audi's, man. Unless it's the end of the world. And even if it is the end of the world, if you go in there, just steal shit and run out. But that's why I developed those programs. That's why I always hit you guys up on paying off that car loan faster, man. So I have $145, $245, $345 programs to help you pay off that car loan. You got to get these car loans paid off, man. Right now, my 2014 Camry will be paid off in under 37 months. I paid off one car in 19 months. I had a 2007 Beamer, paid that off in about 43 months. Pay these cars off, man, because you need that money. And at least in the old days, things were cheaper. Gas was $2.45. Who would think gas being 359 cents was a deal, man? Now you got gas at $4.89, $4.49 at 7-Eleven. I went there. I'll go to Chevron sometime. Gas there is $5.29. So it's different, man. It's one thing to just have like a lot of money and debts, but when interest rate is 22.99% on a credit card. I remember when interest rates was like 10.99%, and we were complaining when I was getting credit. Who remembers Gottschalk's down there in downtown Sacramento? I remember I was going to graduate in Davis using my credit card, drinking and stuff. Who would think now? 22.99%. That's just for a good one. 29.99%. If you have if you just have the regular, I got the Discovery and a Wells Fargo. It could be even higher if you mess it up, man. You're talking about 50% interest, man. So for example, if you take $1,000 out, that's $500 you owe if you don't pay it up at the end of the year. Compare that to, like saying you have $100,000 in the savings at 0.16%, you only get $600 back. So you're only getting almost $1 back per 10,000. While if you try to take out money, credit or something, you're getting charged almost $250 per 1,000. That's a lot of money. That's why I keep telling you, learn how to close. That's why I had the other programs. Grant Cardone Closer Survival Book. I sold that for $80, but then I added another add-on to it, increased it to $155. That's why I work with you for we go over some closes. Or you can buy the book, and then we can do 10 to 15 closes, and I'll give you a glimpse of the Martin Morris objection log. Or, hey, I just want you to have me stay with you at 30 days. That'll come out to $500. And then we work with you, man. Learn how to close. If you're in a sales job, learn how to close, man. Learn how to be valuable to the company. It's hard because you're like, especially now, you're like, how can I be valuable to the company? Show up, do your own training, listen, keep your money, make your money, and find safe ways to multiply the money. Speaking about multiplying the money, some of you guys say, Martin, I just like to gamble. Hey, you know what? Once all the mask mandates lifted, we're going to have our first annual Blackjack Retirement Club party in the downtown Grand Hotel. And what we're going to do there is just play blackjack. Sit down at the blackjack table, $1, $2, $50. I'm going to show you, can we take $1,000 and turn it into $500? That's the goal. That's it. Yes, no. That's more money you're going to put in the stock market going up and down. Interest rate is 1%. So you're almost forced to do all these crazy things to make money. That's why I say, hey, better to invest real estate. I'm thinking about multifamily houses, possibly storage. Houses, don't even get a house, man. As soon as that neighborhood fills up, it's going to become a ghetto. Because you know what they're going to do? Property taxes are going to go up, and something wacko always happens with the economy, man. Unless you're just buying the house for cash, I would say do that. So or if you just really want to gamble, I got my $50 Powerball. Hell, I just give you my Powerball numbers. Follow what I'm doing, man. MBA, engineer, invested in I think it's $150. Invested in one $150 complex and one $200 complex. So I'm putting in $1,000 a month. But I'm an investor in a $100 million project. You do the semantics. Then if I get my deal on everything and everything works out, I'll probably make an extra $10,000 when I get my money back. Leave that in. I'll take half out. That's $5,000. Interest I'm getting for the passive interest, you're like $300. So that's enough to go, man, almost lease me a Land Rover, man, on passive income. I didn't do anything. That's what I'm saying. Find ways to make money, man. Just keep your money, multiply your money, safe ways. Don't lose money. But go to my website, tooltobedobroke.com. Sign up. Get your $29.99 cash flow t-shirt. $29.99 cash flow t-shirt. Let me help you guys, man. Better to have money. Wear that t-shirt to remind you. If you don't have money coming in, you're going to have some problems, man. It means you can't spend up everything you got. All right. Got to go.